it a good evening? Are you having a good evening? What the fuck button do I want? I want that button. Okay, transition. This screen is intentionally blank. Why, yes. Yes, it is. Oh, I need a controller. Not very organised, clearly. There we go. I think we're good. Controller. This screen should be blank no longer. Give it a sec. There we go. Just in time for the midway. Actually, this is the beginning, not the midway. Shitty joke is shitty. Let's try and get things in the right order on my screen. There we go. Good. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are, sitting in a row. Big one, small one, some as big as your head. You don't know what size my head is. Right. We have a Wibbly Woo maze. Wibbly. It's oh so wibbly. Probably got several battles before we get to the Wibbly Woo maze, but nonetheless, point proven. Several battles before we get to the Wibbly Woo maze. At that point, we've got to try and figure out. Oh well, shit! I've got very little health. I say that. I mean, everybody's above half, but nonetheless, seeing Alice's health bar to only just over half is a little bit like, whoa, okay, there's a very large gap there. Well, I've just attacked the wrong creature, but at least I've got all three pings. And the only thing you can really hope for in life is getting all three pings. Not that fussed about the nice, good and perfect, but it's pleasant. It's nice enough. Nice is good enough. Good is absolutely wonderful, and perfect, ooh, delicious. Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Wibbly Hand. Mr. Punch you once, punch you twice, wibble you in the face. Punch you once, punch you twice, wibble you in the face. Would you like to see my wibbly hand? Wibbly hand? No, you do not want to see my wibbly hand. My wibbly hand is painful for you. You want to see the pain that I can instill with my wibbly hand. Wibbly woo. So we've got wibbly hands, wibbly rooms. This game does enjoy a wibbly, doesn't it? It enjoys a wibble. Would you like to see my wibble? No, you do not. Well, as I say that, you might actually want to see my wibble, but you're not going to see my wibble. My wibble is entirely private. Right, here we go around. Oh no, we're not quite there yet. Sorry. Premature wibbling. Come on. Up the stairs, mate, up the stairs. And do stairs better than last week, mate. Jesus. Right, here we go, in the wibbly chamber. So we wibble there, and then we wibble here. I think we want to go up here. I'm fairly certain there's a wibble up there. I can't, for the life of me, I cannot remember what we were doing last week in terms of progress in the wibble room. So we're basically starting the wibble. Oh, I remember these arseholes. That's why I'm quite so low on fucking mana, isn't it? Because these pricks. Ooh, beauty. That was absolutely perfect for the advent of knickers. That's its full name. It's not just called Advent, it's called the Advent of Knickers. Oh, knickers, man. Ollie boy, you gotta go do something about those knickers, man. Probably stare at them, I suppose, arguably. Gift. Ooh. Did we ever actually watch Gift last time? I don't think we did. And there we go, we've got the shiny lights. That very much proves that gift is Keith's ultimate. The Grim Reaper is coming for you. He's coming so hard. Look at him. Oh, I must admit, that's an interesting skull that's there. And I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh. Ooh. It's funny which moves you remember and which ones you don't. I do not remember that move of Keith's. I do not remember that Reaper figure. And that's slightly peculiar to me, because it's like, why in the world do I not remember the Reaper figure? I probably should. The pulsing heart is here. And now I think there's a... here we go. I knew there was a wibble. I knew there was going to be a wibble around here somewhere. Now, I don't think... I suppose I'll test it. I'm not convinced going back on a wibble is beneficial. Because I think that just dumps you... doesn't, like, dump you the other side. It dumps you the same side, yeah. So I don't think there's any secret to be had for doing a backwards wibble. You can only ever progress forwards with your wibbling. Now, was there a wibble here? I don't know, but there's definitely not a path. Oh, yes, there was a wibble here. Now, do we think this is the correct wibble or the incorrect wibble? Oh, I'm beginning to think it's the incorrect wibble. Oh, no, no, because this is now forward. Now. Okay, so there's definitely going to be a wibble in front of me because there's a chest there. I can't remember. Did I get chest greedy last time? Oh, these bloody arseholes. Will you please not exist? Oh, I've just attacked with Fury. Oh, well, that's fine. The fact that he missed is of little to no consequence. Bam, bam. Good, we'll have to suffice on this occasion. Ding doo 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 ba ba little dee ba ba doo ba 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 dee little ba 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 dee ba ba doo ba 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 dee little ba doo. Have you seen her knickers? Yes, I have. I wasn't going to say that. It's just something came in my face, and what can I say? What can I say? If knickers are presented to my face, I end up having to sort of go, knickers. Oh, knickers, man. Ha ha ha. Not quite perfect, but it will suffice, hopefully. But I'm going to have to do a lot of MP recovery here, aren't I? Or I'm going to have to start running away from the battles, which I prefer. Ah, good. Insta-death. I had a feeling that was the gift in question, but it didn't specify, so I was like, am I going to turn out to be wrong here? Let's have Foron pop into existence. Just transforming into Foron doesn't make any real difference, and it allows me to, yeah, I mean, it's going to have to be Hellfire. I mean, I suppose arguably if I was going to spend MP with Yuri, I might as well have just spent all of it and done something like the end or something, or for the children or something, after whichever one the Seraphic Radiance has. But it's a nuisance, isn't it? This whole no physical damage thing. I really don't. I disagree with the idea of doing it in normal battles. Like, fair enough. Make a boss. Make a boss immune to physical damage, all you like. That's fine. That's a challenge. It's a nice little thing for a boss. But a regular encounter. No, fuck off. No, fuck off. Fuck off. I don't like you. Right, okay, so we've avoided all wibbles there, so that's something. Now, am I going to get... Oh no, I can get this chest before I wibble. The V-Blade Blood Earth. I'm going to be having a look at that. I'm assuming, being a blade, yeah. The V-Blade Blood Earth. Let's see. Oh, Vampire Blade Blood Earth. Passed down for hundreds of years among the Darkness clan. It carries a power so great that no other can hold it. Its power is truly incredible. Except it isn't. Because look, it takes away about it takes about 20. It's about 20 points of attack away from him. Which, that's a lot of attack points to be taking away. Oh, we found another wibble. I knew there was going to be another wibble here somewhere. Now, oh no, that's not wibble beyond, is it? I think that was a reset wibble, you cheeky bastards. Yes, it was. Yeah, now I've got to follow the bloody path. Now I've got to follow the path and not go down that wibble. I've got to go up the stairs wibble. Bastards. Utter bastards. How dare they put a reset wibble in? You'd think they could have at least had a forward progress wibble instead of a reset wibble. Right, if memory serves, it was up and wrap round. I want to go through this wibble. Now, this next wibble, yes, again, right, so what we want to do is we want to avoid the chest, because it's a trap, as they say. Now, right, hopefully now we can use some good old-fashioned physical attacks to beat this guy to death. Thank you. See, I need more of this dude, because this dude I can just idly smash in the face with a book. But yeah, the reason why I don't think they should have put in physical immune characters in as normal regular enemies is it just, I suppose this is the point and the annoyance. I'll just point out that I realise this, but the annoyance factor is the fact that it is draining my resources something drastic. Now, I can't deny this may have been too much of a risk and Alice is going to die, but... Or Alice... No, Alice couldn't kill it. Don't attack Alice, you prick. You utter prick. Well, I'm not overly fussed. I think it eliminates getting any experience, but... Outside of that, I shouldn't give a shit about her dying. I should have healed her ages ago, really, but I didn't, so fuck. But I'm not going to use an item to revive Alice at this point. It's not worth the spend of the item. I'll save them for when I really desperately sort of go, oh no, I need to be reviving immediately. In this situation, all that's going to happen is she's going to revive, and then I'm going to go... I think in this situation, a couple of... Yeah. Because Arc would have cost me 80. That was about 4 heals, maybe, so that was about 24. I say about, precisely 24, I believe. 6 times 4. Yes? 6 times 4? Right, so this time I suppose we want to explore up here, because obviously the alternate Wibble was bad news Wibble. Ah, now this should point me in the direction of the treasure chest. Good. I think we may have made it out the Wibble chamber. The 5th key. Oh, well, that might be... Oh, no, we have not made it out of the Wibble chamber. In fact, there is just more Wibble. Ah, but this time we have made it. We have made it. Ah, in fact, this is the end of the Wibble chamber. We have literally just made the end of the Wibble chamber. Oh, that actually genuinely annoys me, game. Genuinely annoys me because I have bugger all resources. Okay, so assuming it is not immune to physical damage, which is a distinct possibility. Assuming it is not immune to physical damage, I'm not going to worry about the lad's MP, and one single fight I would think Alice has got enough to keep us healthy. Now, of course, I'm about to potentially find out that that is entirely false, but we'll go Seraphic Radiance based solely on the stat boost. I don't particularly plan on using any Seraphic Radiance abilities, especially because of finding out that the buff that Seraphic Radiance features has a substantial detriment in the form of that whole... It will speed up the Judgment Ring, and I don't know if I can really be bothered to get used to that speed again. Oh, Death Touch. Should be fine. He's got a Crucifix. Oh, except that's not... Oh, no, it's just super powerful. Okay. That's bad news. But Alice, I think... don't necessarily think anything more than a... Alright, let's try and build him up. I may need to go for the hardcore stat buffs, because otherwise I might struggle here, but I think just curing Yuri should... Oh, I panicked and did it early. The bane of so many a gentleman. But yeah, it should do about 300. Yeah, good 300, that's it. Now, granted, that's not enough to survive a second one of those nasty death things, but... Oh, okay, is it enough to survive? Oh, it's literally enough to survive that, because it is exactly the amount we healed almost. Not exactly, I will point out. I know that people might be pedantic and go, no, it wasn't exact, was it? 2 over, I think you'll find. But it's exact enough for me to not give a shit about what you say. Aggressive, yeah. Hey, a little bit early. This time I wanted to try and push it to hopefully avoid Slash just taking away his health bar again. Plus, as specified, it's going to be unfortunate if he starts doing that Death Touch again, because that was nasty. That's also nasty, but not that nasty. Let's carry on whacking. I did say carry on whacking, Yuri. Clearly you didn't hear me, and you decided to go passive. That's the word I'm looking for. Not passive. That's not the word I'm after. At this point, I think I might just grab us all up to full with Arc. Pacifist. That's it. Close to passive, but not quite. I assume they probably have a similar origin story, as it were. It's not origin story. Words don't have origin stories. Well, kind of they do. Not exactly the world most. Oh, Alice, could you not die, please? Oh, don't grab her in your dirty dirty undercarriage. Ah, nice and cool. Yeah. Ah, good strike, Yuri, good strike. Kind of... Ah, God. I kind of want to do better on the Judgment Ring. But I also wouldn't mind putting like a Holy Edge on... I suppose we could take a chance. If she dies, she's not going to be too troublesome to resurrect. So we'll take a light chance. If it's that Wind Slash again, it won't kill her. If it's a standard attack, I don't think it will kill her. But if it's the focused attack on her, or... Okay, never mind. It's Keith. That's fine. That's not a problem at all. So, Yuri, just this time, no chances. Just get straight on with it, I suppose. And now, hopefully, with the Holy Edge, assuming this is a dark monster, I have no evidence of that. I think the edges do a little bit of a buff no matter what. It's just, you know, a better buff if you get the right opposing element. And it's the without essentially without Marguerite, I don't know of a way to know what their element is without just going, yeah, probably darkness. I mean, look at him. He's probably darkness, isn't he? He looks like a dark fella. Sounded strangely racist. Yeah, it did rather, didn't it? But he does look like he's probably along the dark path. Right, I'll tell you what might be beneficial. I haven't really got much in the way of... Eesh. Perfect, though. I've not got much in the way of MP for Keith, but this might boost him by a little bit. I mean, all of it would be beneficial, but I'm thinking it's maybe half he gets. Oh no, you got the whole whack! Oh, superb. Right, that helps a lot. And then if we just do a late cure... Oh, panicked and sprang too early on the meter again. That should boost him almost back up to full. I think he's about 100 under. Oh no, he's actually at full. That's helpful. Very, very helpful. Helpful. Very, very helpful. Yes. Oh well, we've got nice on the end. That's always quite nice. Literally nice. Alright, don't need to worry about that. Hey. Well, actually, I do need to worry about that because Keith has been damaged. Somewhere along the line, I missed that was a thing. I'm struggling to know. I think it might be flagging. I think it might be in flag animation. Whoa there. Because that definitely looks like it's swaying a little bit further along the left and right sides. Sometimes flagging animations are difficult to definitively say. That's, you know, it's difficult to go, that's definitely a flag. Whereas other times it's really, really obvious. This one, I don't know. Not been paying enough attention to note its animations. Been too busy fucking around and not. I do honestly think it is swaying a little bit more. So I think a couple more attack rounds with Yuri and Keith, and we should be all good. Alice can just sort of, yay, probably didn't need that perfect, but it's good to practice to a certain extent, unless you miss, in which case it's not good to practice. But at that point in time, Keith was unlikely to die to whatever was coming next, so if I had fluffed it, it's fine. And we already know that Keith's got at least one more Drain Touch in him, I believe, and a Drain Touch and a Cure will replenish him completely. Yay! The beast is dead. Hello to you too. We've made it through the Wibble Chamber. That is all. So, I got through the Wibble Chamber. I got a couple of special items. But other than that, nothing much has happened. I just beat down a big boss. Which wasn't too bad, to be honest. Literally just full-on beatings. Right, let's use a little save point. And I think at this point we do rather want to use a tent, because that is going to be the way we recover our MP. And considering the random encounter that means I am forced into using my MP is now substantially more required. Fighting with a new phone, eh? See, I'm fighting with an old phone that refuses to do much, but then again, I don't ask it to do much, because I barely even ask it to do a phone call, to be honest. I'm not Welcome, one and all, to the glorious throne, Nimito, left to us by the ancient gods. Could have sworn he was dead. I don't remember him escaping. I thought we full-on killed him, but apparently he escaped. Albert, you old fart. It's been fun, but we're finally going to be able to put an end to this. I'm impressed that you, of 4 men, were the last to remain standing in my way. Perhaps this was our destiny, even at that moment we met on the train. Just tell me one thing. What will you do if you win this fight? Couldn't say, really. I will create a new world perfected to God's will. A pure world without deceit or defilement. Would such a world be any fun? Of course. I should have run that whole sentence on. We'll do it again. Do it again. That's all right. Just delete that bit. That's it. There you go. Push record again. We'll do it again. That's it. There we go. Of course it'll be fun. It will be a wondrous place. I really wanted to show it all. I really wanted to show it all. I was going to remove my trousers, but the censors told me no. But I want you to know that I really wanted to show it all to you. But I had to wear clothes. I didn't enjoy that. I didn't like being told I had to wear clothes. I mean, don't get me wrong. When the wardrobe department said I had to wear clothes, I went ahead and I got a tailored suit. But frankly, I saw the part of Albert Simon. I almost called him Albert Wesker. I saw the part of Albert Simon as entirely naked, and I really wanted to show it all to you. I don't even want to think about your old man wrinkled junk. I see. Bullshit, you see, Yuri. He's got trousers on. In that case, fine. Let's promise then. No matter who wins, no hard feelings, eh? Leave the surviving world to the mercy of fate. Fine, I promise you. There need only be one fight that determines the course of the planet. Now there's my Albert. Glad we agree on something. Then let's get this started. We bet our entire future on this fight. That's what I was waiting to hear. Let us commence. The final battle. Holy balls! How genuine are the words final battle? Now, my thoughts are not very genuine at all. Because guaranteed they're going to double boss me. That's just guaranteed. There's even a potential chance they'll triple boss me. Although he has transformed into an ugly motherfucker immediately. I mean, I don't know if it looks endgamey, but his head now looks horrible. Doesn't it just? Like, horrible maggoty things. It's not nice. Could you not do that? Ah, he's aiming at my SP. You prick. You utter prick. He is a smart cookie. He is trying to remove my ability to fuse. Now, decisions. What okay, right, decisions. Do I want to forgo the Seraphic Radiance? No, not really, because it is the ultimate, so I kind of want the Seraphic Radiance. If we plus 10 on it, that's not quite going to be enough, because that's going to be 49. But if I do the perfect, that will be enough. I suppose if it's the final fight, just use the fucking extract. Just completely replenish the SP. That's how I fucking do. Right, my dear, you make sure we don't die horribly. Now, the inconvenient truth, I can't guarantee I'm going to win this fight. So, do with that information what you would like. But nonetheless, I can't guarantee I'm going to win this fight, and it's a slight problem, isn't it, really? Right, so with Keith, again, I mean, yeah, I'm slightly concerned. I don't necessarily want to burn all of my resources immediately, because as I say, I'm 99% certain that they're going to double boss me. Well, that's unpleasant. That's a wishing. That's going to be a wishing right there. I believe. I did wonder. I thought maybe you were just declaring something I didn't necessarily want to know, which was, I obey. I'm your bay. I obey. Or just, I obey. Go do this. I obey. Yes, master. Right, this is a detriment and a benefit, so we're going to do it. Well, I say we're going to do it. That's basically the entire judgment ring, is just tap the fucking button, and it's slightly sort of like, whoa, that's possibly too much. It's possibly too many things you're asking me to tap, game. Oh, good, the agility as well. I didn't. Oh, it's basically every stat, isn't it? You should really know that fact, shouldn't you? Yeah, you should really know that fact. Of course, yes, iBay. That's Apple's version, I suppose, isn't it? Meeting the new iBay, where you do things, nasty things, horrible things. Whoa, shite. It's gonna take me a moment to remember how to engage the speed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, remind me who you are? I'm the final boss. Right, yes, that's right. You're the final boss. And you just did 47 damage? Well, I tried. Oh, you definitely tried, and it was very special. But 47 damage, you're going to need a lot more than 47 damage, my friend. I mean, I just did 331 to you. That's substantially more than 47. Now, once again, I don't necessarily know. I'll tell you what I want to do. Because once again, I'm assuming the villain is darkness. I can only imagine he believes in a thing called rock. That's because my brain was skipping ahead to the next song I was going to reference, which was Love on the Rocks with No Ice. So I combined the two in order to have I believe in a thing called rock. It's a sugary candy stick that you tend to get from seaside towns. That is what I believe in. Really, I mean, it's embarrassing, like, actually embarrassing that you are so shit at damaging things. This is another reason why you know for a fact this is a fucking double boss situation, because there's no way that he's just gonna be this this pitiful, wimpy sort of I'm attacking you with my big claw, but my big claw is a bit shit. Status abnormality. Fuck you. I have a crucifix. Dicky Dido. Oof. I'm glad I'm getting a nice somewhere. It's just with the slightly boosted speed. Oh, we are going to have a Alice problem in the not too distant future. I think we can probably afford a pure route for you. See, the weird thing is if it was just extra speed, if it was like the full-on extra outcome, if it was the full-on extra speed, I might have hit that, but no, if it was the full-on extra speed, it would perhaps be like a little bit easier almost. The fact that it's just subtle, it's a subtle tweak to the speed, and it's very weird that that's a thing. I cannot express to you how weird it is. Yeah, perfect. Perfection. That's right. That's what I am. Perfection. Or at least that's what Alice is. Perfection. Oh my god, he's in the flagging pose already. Well, this was a fucking lame duck of a boss, wasn't it? Jesus. Ah, here we go. Round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush. All on us. Oh, is that a full hill? That's a full hill. That's a full hill right there. That's a bullshit. Well, having said that, your little full hill, yeah, Yuri pretty much just took out all of that. Not quite all of it, but almost. So I think between us, we have now basically undone your hill. So you are back down and made a profit. So it's not too bad. Unless, of course, 999 was actually code for full revival. Oh, he's finally doing a bit of a combo. He's finally learned how to use the Judgment Ring. He's had trouble up till now. Oh, good strike, Yuri. Good strike. That's what we like to see. I mean, she's not very good at attacking, but damage is damage, and so she might as well. I don't really desperately need to heal at this exact moment in time. I mean, Yuri, I know, has taken a bit of the damage, but other than that, he's really not gonna... He's not dying anymore. Status abnormality. Well, it's unfortunate that it's Keith, but, I mean, to be honest, I'm not that fussed. Because, you know, it makes... I mean, this guy is pointless as an existing creature. We can just wish the problem away. Keith, I wish your status ailments away. I mean, it is about time he did a combo. Because, I mean, fuck, man. He's flagging. A, he's flagging already, which is an embarrassment. B, oh shit, I think because I had that huge... Oh, no, he's dead. Right, oh, never mind that. That's no longer a problem. Oh, I'm going to try and stretch, but no, ultimately I'm dead. So that, at the very least, the benefit here, it wouldn't help my MP if I'd gone all in on my MP. It wouldn't have helped my health bars if they were too much lower. But it does replenish my SP. And that was the crucial thing I was running out of. So the fact that it's not a full-on sort of boss into second boss phase in the same fight means, you know, it's quite useful. Splendid work. I must admit you got me this one time, and all of the other times we got you as well. You know, we've been beating you for most of the game, mate. We've been beating you most of the game. Yuri, all of you have chosen your fate. The coming wintry age will be a harsh one. The beginning of hell that humans have chosen. But none of this will come true unless you defeat the god that is arriving soon. But it should be fine with people as strong as you, humans, may yet be able to overcome their mistakes. If you really think you can arise victorious, then take my blessing too. May my soul assist you. Albert, you son of a bitch. Let me take you to God's throne with the last drop of my power. Notice he's now using blue lightning, because he's now semi-good. Or he's got good semi, one of the two. I'm not entirely sure what that's meant to say. I wish you... Shitry? Shatting? I wish you shat that name away. Select characters. I mean, Alice, Keith and Yuri. That's who I want. I'm not entirely sure if this is a full-on dungeon or not. This may just be straight up Big Boss. Big Boss the second. Look more turquoise than blue. That's fair, that's fair. But the key thing is, it's turned to a slightly more... The Stratosphere. Trish Stratus doing the Stratosphere. It's a name I've not thought of in ages. Look how tiny it is from here. Look, Alice, it's perspective, damn it. This really is the end of the earth. What the... Hey, what's going on? Could that be? So it would seem. The final boss. What is God? He's never looked so weird. Ah, it's meant to be shitty. Oh, fair enough. That's fine. Are you self censoring that, or is that censoring somewhere else? Strictly speaking, that shouldn't be censoring in any fashion. But all the best games end in spies. You're self-censoring. That's all right then. That's fine. I don't mind your self-censoring. I don't mind you not censoring. He has got a massive vacuum penis and a fly head, and then on top of the fly head, he's got a main like duo of heads. It's a weird-looking creature, isn't it? A weird-looking creature, and we are being judged. Oh, this might... Now, is this the move I'm thinking of? Or... So, just hear that. I don't know if you can. That was a lot of damage. That's not the move I was thinking of, but that was a lot of rumble for one move. Right. Well, I mean... You gotta face a god with a god. So, Seraphic Radiance it is. And you've burnt some of my MP, which is a nuisance. But let's go for everyone. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I really would have loved that to have been a perfect. Because this is kind of like the final fight. I kind of want to do well, just to show that I can sometimes do decent things. Sometimes I can do good. I suppose arguably the reason why the other boss was doing so little is because that's extra defense. Now that is inconvenient because I thought Alice would get a turn. You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Okay, okay, game. Okay, fine, fine. No stat buffs for me then. Not stat buffs for me. No, that's fair enough. You can censor your shittiness all you like. I just, you know, it's one of those ones where I don't want the machine doing it for me because it's like fuck off, machine, fuck you. You're meant to obey me, not do some weird shit. I'll tell you what, the inconvenient thing there is now the stat buff's been removed. I think the speed boost has been removed as well, which of course means now I'm slightly slower than I'm expecting and used to now. The verdant abyss. Ugh, God, it's gone weird. That's not your screens going funny. That is the game going fucking. I'm going to do weird shit to you. Right, seems as Keith has got a status ailment, what I might do is try at least. Oh, only a hit, which means it'll do damage, it'll do heals, but not quite as good as if I'd actually got the good or the nice. Or perfect, actually, because there's no nice in abilities. But nonetheless, Badoosh. Oh, he doesn't heal because he's stoned, of course. Keith, what are you doing smoking those cigarettes in the middle of battle? My God, man. Get the fuck up, son. Get the fuck up, that's it. Get yourself unstoned, son. Get yourself unstoned. The 9 springs. Not the 1 spring, not the 2 springs, but the 9 springs. That was genuinely quite nasty. Right, let's try and blood suck then. I'm going to suck your blood. Classic Keith, always getting stoned in the middle of battle. That's right. Fucking Keith, son. Fucking Keith. How much can you get out of this, Keith? Quite a lot, please. Quite a lot. Yeah, tolerable. Look, in fairness, last time I used the other thing, that was about... Right, I think we're back to... Now, I've got a feeling that if I try and boost my stats again, it's just going to eliminate them a second time. So I'm not... I don't know if I'm willing to try it. Ooh, that was very close to being perfect. Slightly. There's that tiny, like just one grain of salt there about the whole. I didn't get the perfect on that one. The Black Abyss. Whipple the screen, whipple the screen, whipple it real good, whipple the screen. SP is not something I would like to be having removed, thank you game. I'd say punches, but of course with Seraphic Radiance it's more just sort of random hand movements. Right, let's try blood sucking again. Bam, bam, hey! That's what we need. It didn't look great at first, but then it turned into something awesome. Yes, indeed. Suck your blood. Suck it down. Suck it real good. You clown. I think we can probably afford to throw down a couple of advents. Yes! Especially if those advents are perfect. That is definitely what we want. Not screen wibblage. No! It's more the SP damage. That's the crucial, that's the kicker. We don't really want SP damage. Because I think anything else I can mitigate with ease. I can mitigate the SP damage, but everything else it's like I can mitigate with ease. 9 springs, well that's painful, but didn't kill me, so we'll live with that. Right, what I think I'm going to do... I'll try the 5th key. Ah, you bastard. How many do we get? 1. And 2 full combos, good. 3 full combos. Ah, 4 and a bit. That's not great news. Especially, that's slightly problematic, but let's try and give the boss a gift. The gift of death. I somehow suspect he's going to be immune to the death status ailment. Somehow. I mean, call me strange, but I would expect the final boss not to go down to death. But I'm fairly confident it still damages, and it is his highest damage, I guess. And now Alice. No, alright, Alice, you've got to do an arc. I can't run the risk of yearly dying, cause it would prove awkward, because his SP is trashed. So building to terrific radiance would be a troublesome fact. Time of Judgment. This is the nasty one that's doing... I think this was SP and MP damage? Or was it just MP and HP? MP and HP we can probably live with. SP could be an issue. Fairly huge issue. Depending on precisely how they deal with the SP damage. If it's halving... Oh, it was HP and MP. Okay, that's not good, but it's not the worst either. Game. Game. Oh shit. Game. Well, we'll try the turbo button, but I think it's failed to load the fact that I'm supposed to be carrying on in the fight. Fuck. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Well, that's... That's a problem. No, that's dead. That is not going anywhere, is it? Fuck. That's very much a sort of wind out of the sail moment, isn't it? Really. I suppose you could. No. Shit. That was the biggest problem. Yeah, I mean... I'd really rather not do that, but... I'll try pausing it and resuming it. No, nothing doing that. Shitting tons. Shitting tons. No, okay. Bollocks. That's extremely inconvenient, because that means we're going to have to do Albert again. And as easy as Albert was, I don't really want to do him again, oddly enough. I didn't really plan on doing him again at all. Bollocks. Now, the bigger issue here, of course, is was that a freak fluke? Because if it was a freak fluke, fair dues. Fine. But if this turns out to be a thing, yeah, we're going to wind up with issues, and not good issues. Goody goody shoes, goody goody shoes. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying there, but well, I can't deny it. If assuming I can probably beat Albert easily enough again, I might try and drop a save state, seems as it glitching is not my lack of skill for losing to the boss, so try and figure out a way of mitigating the unfortunateness of it. But yeah, that could be one of those terminal things, and if it is, shit, because not a whole lot I can do about that if it is. Right, and of course he apparently starts in the same fashion each time. I suppose the idea is he always starts with the idea of fucking you over with your SP in order to eradicate your ability to fuse. But fortunately for me, it is relatively easy to, you know, remove the impediment that is stopping my fusions. Right, heal us up there. Ooh, fucking moths in the fucking place. Right, we'll just attack with Keith, try and get a Holy Blade on him again as last time. Try and upgrade Yuri with for tomorrow, I think, is it? I can't remember. That's meaningless to me, so never mind. Right, let's pop into Seraphic Radiance and get our buff on. I suppose arguably the one advantage is I now know not to bother buffing against the big boss. Right, no, it's for everyone. Of course it is. May have actually done that for everyone slightly better this time, so you never know. You might be slightly quicker this time to defeat Roger, but difficult to say for certain, considering, you know, I mean, it still took me a while to beat him last time. I know it's not difficult, it's now just time consuming, which is one of those ones where I don't like it, because it's now just consuming time against me. So yes, I want to put a Holy Edge on Keith. That's right, Keith. Have a Holy Edge to the demon sword. Somehow I think that would make the sword weaker, surely, because you're putting the antithesis of the sword. Plus, I'm slightly more used to the speed of the ring on full buffage. So, with a bit of luck, I might be able to do slightly more damage in a slightly shorter amount of time. Although he's now immediately comboing me, which, if this guy suddenly becomes a fucking problem, I'm going to be slightly miffed. I'm going to be slightly miffed if he suddenly pulls out a fucking I'm going to end you sort of bullshitty nonsense thing this time round, since last time round it was piss easy. Easy as having a piss, unless you've got kidney stones or some other unfortunate illness, in which case it's not that easy having a piss. Ow. You dickhead. It felt oddly indignant, didn't it? That one hand going poof. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you. Don't you just boof me. Hee. Okay, that makes up for previously when I only got a good, because that was definitely a miss, but they gave me a perfect, so the game. Oh, perfect on slightly higher speed from Keith. Good lad. Wop, 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 wop. pop, 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 pop. That is how sword. That is how Keith's sword goes. That is the exact rhythm. Again, I emphasise it's weird the things you remember from these things because that sort of weird little rhythm of his sword is ingrained in my brain for having played this game so many times now. It's a bit like the old rattle. There's just something about it that sticks in your brain. And I don't mean the asshole. The asshole is not sticking in the brain. Okay, so he's on the flag again, which probably means, yes, here we go, Grace. But as we saw last time, Grace did, well, it did 999 for him, but in the grand scheme of things, that is very little for him, because hopefully, once again, what we can do is mostly take it out with Yuri. We do have the Alice situation again. So, do you know what? I think we can afford to just do the 6 this time. We have basically played this fight in exactly the same fashion. It's gone roughly the same, hasn't it? Which is quite interesting. Hey, I think I did that. Fucking hell. I definitely did an early miss of Keith. I don't know the exact timing though, but fuck, man. It feels major deja vu here, because it feels like we are doing exactly shite. That I didn't do last time. I didn't shit either, but nonetheless, it does feel a little bit sort of like weirdly like we're doing the same thing again. It's like, that is strange, I don't like this. Yeah. Good lad, Keith. Right, at this point, theoretically at least, we should have dealt with the heal that he did. That's meaningless, so that's helpful. Oh, that's even more meaningless. Do feel free to continue missing, sir. Boof. A little bit of a nice at the end. Always happy with a nice at the end. Or always happy with a nice end. Yay! That's a bastard. As is everything. Everything is a bastard. Oh! That was living on the early edge, wasn't it? Blimey. All 3 of them, though. What are the odds of that? I mean, 1 in 1. You did it. Oh! He didn't do exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark the last time. We don't need your exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I believe this is the one that's going to reduce me down to 1 health. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to be almost inconvenient to kill him this turn. And I didn't. Right, that's fine. I think what we'll try is ideally a perfect heal. Thank you very much, Alice. If we can get a perfect heal and a perfect blood suck, we might just be able to. I'll just do the little drain to. Oh dear, panicked because it was moving faster than I was expecting or wanting. Now with a bit of luck, it would be ideal if he just does like a little chip damage, little tiny chip to Yuri or something. That would be the most convenient. Or miss again. Missing again would be a good option. Thank you. Thank you for obliging me, sir. See? Sometimes the bosses can do the right thing. Hey! Not only did he not die the turn I asked him not to die, he then missed the turn I asked him to miss. Absolutely obliging me left, right and centre, isn't he, Mr. Bacon? Even down to the fact that he shoots me up into space to face the ultimate boss. So he's just a lovely chap, isn't he, really? Delightful little chappy. Right. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll skip through and get to spies. Albert, what the fuck are you doing lying on the stairs, you silly prick? Right, it asks me. I suppose actually where it. Oh, I don't know. In battle. I'll tell you what. We'll drop a save state here, and I know it's not the best of things. So we've dropped 1 save state there, and then what I might try and do is I'll try and drop another save state when we start the battle, so that I've got a bit of a choice between them. But as I say, I mean I wouldn't I would have preferred not to have done save states. And if it was a case that I'd lost the fight, I wouldn't have. I would have just taken that, done some training, had another go. But the fact that it broke is you know, a bit more of a sort of, I don't really want to be doing that previous fight over and over again. I reckon we can probably go turbo. Oh, that's interesting. He didn't do his big thing, as it were. Right, now we're in the battle. We'll drop a secondary save state there so that we are now in the battle. Seraphic Radiance is undoubtedly going to be the best thing, but we now know that trying to buff myself... Oh, I don't know if I want to try just... No, I'm fairly confident. I'm fairly confident that what he did was off of his turn. It wasn't inside of his normal turn. That was straight up, you buffed? No. Rather than, you buffed? Oh, well, now you're buffed. I'm going to take a turn to actually remove that buff. Ah, that was worse. That was worse than last time. Bollocks. Oh well. Tough bananas, tough bananas. Are they? Are they the bananas of Tuffington? Right, I'm fairly certain this is the move that can potentially kill it, which... Please don't. Please don't. Kill the characters, not the game, please. That's the more tolerable example of this. Right, okay. Losing MP is not an enormous problem, is it? Bam. Recovery is Alice's specialty, and she can do it like it was nothing. She is the perfect healer. And she seriously is. I mean, I think in fairness, in the next two games, there's not quite as much of a sort of perfect healer as Alice. I can't remember. In fact, I'm not convinced there is quite such a defined healer in the next ones. I think it's a bit more sort of like it's a little bit more sort of spread out and not quite as defined, because the sort of female lead in the second one doesn't use a book for starters, which I think makes her a vastly superior attacker. She uses a rapier. Keith, must you? I mean, that did quite a lot of damage, so I think I'm going to have to keep arcing. Arc of Hell, Arc of the Covenant, Arc of Lightning. Which is it? It's Arc of Hell. It's the Arc of the Health. The Arc of the Healthy. That is, I've never really considered it that much. I've probably noticed it in the past, but never really considered it too heavily. That is the same window, copied and pasted, isn't it? In the arc animation. The stained glass window is just copied and pasted across the entire thing. Right, I think if we defend with Keith, we should be able to wish the paralysis away, or that might be a waste of... Could wind up proving a waste of resources for her, but nonetheless I think wish is possibly the superior option. Wish all your problems away. Oh, twitchy fly face. I am the twitchy fly face, yes I am. I'm a twitchy fly face. Yeah. The problem is this could take a while. I'm slightly concerned that at any second it's just going to suddenly go, and I've gone off again. It's such a weird Whipple, isn't it? They just went all out on the sort of post-processing effects type deal, didn't they, there? That's annoying, because that felt like it was just off of each segment being perfect, which kind of sucks. Right, let's give Keith his Holy Edge once again, because it is, you know, again, I don't know. This thing is probably non-elemental in fairness. I keep assuming the enemies are dark because they're big, ugly, scary creatures, which is probably a little bit prejudiced. A little bit prejudiced there. You're showing your true colours, aren't you? You see a big, ugly, scary looking thing and you think, that's a dark creature. But it's not actually an unreasonable assessment, is it? Let's be honest. See, that's another reason why I think it's probably not elemental, because I think that's probably water damage it's doing there, which is a real bastard that I don't have. Right, I suppose Apsalis to cure the status ailment. Assuming it does. It should do. It says cure alloys status ailments, right? It does say that. Whether that's going to prove true or not, I don't know. It should cure Keith of the poison. Did it? Did it? Yes, I think it did. And now you, my dear, can cure everybody. Because I got to admit, he's doing a tasty amount of damage, and I don't like it. That's true. The Bayonetta Angels are holy, yet look strangely dark. And you are quite right. It does sort of have similar features. Oh, cool. I suppose, I don't know. I need to. I need buffs. That's the fucking problem. To make this quicker, I need me buffs. But unfortunately, this prick's taking me buffing away. What an asshole. Nobody wants you to take me buffs away. Also, the MP thing is not an issue right now, but it is swiftly becoming an issue. I don't want it to be an issue, but it is swiftly going to become an issue. I suppose, arguably, yeah, I should be using Yuri's MP up, like, as quickly as I can. So I think what we might try and do is just burn through Yuri's MP so that I get to use Yuri's MP. That way, when he starts trying to take away Yuri's MP, it will make no difference. It's going to be Alice who is going to be the MP issue at some point in the not too distant future. Super heavy black hole. Oof, shame. Really would have liked the perfect on that, but it's just so many segments. It's so many segments. I recommend this game highly, and I do recommend trying it so that you can understand quite how sort of it is when it comes down to trying to get that Judgment Ring segments in the right places each time. Because it probably looks simpler than it actually is. I think when you're actually trying to hit that button exactly the right point in time, I think that scuppers the use my abilities as quickly as possible that I did, doesn't it? Oh well. I don't think I can do another for everyone for tomorrow or whatever the fucking move is. So, okay, we've got an Alice issue. We've got the Alice issue. It's commencing once again. Yes. We are actually heading dangerously close. Yes, so 200 MP now. What I might try and do is I might actually replenish Yuri's HP, because I did spot, you may have spotted it as well, it did 999 damage. It did 999 damage. 999 damage on the wall. 999 damage. So basically a mana root alone is going to give me what I want. If I could do perfect, then I could probably, squeeze out an extra for tomorrow each time. But unfortunately, I kind of don't. Cure's not quite going to be. I'm going to use Cure. If he dies, I'll resurrect him. Hey, perfect cure. Good, thank God for that. That is definitely what I needed, because a perfect cure might keep him alive this turn, at which point I can perhaps justify doing something slightly more with him. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, that was fucking close. Fucking close to perfect that time. Although having said that, we only did a good last time, and it did the maximum damage. And because I'm fairly confident the maximum damage here is 999. So I don't need a perfect on this, because it's doing 999. 999! Dave was in his room playing a game when he decided to lean out the window. He leaned out so far, he fell out of the window and landed on a rake. Dave's day was very much ruined, because that rake inserted itself in him. Right, I think at this point an arc is probably going to be necessary. Pam. Do 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 do. Of course, the rake going inside him was only the beginning of his problems. Tell you what, oh no, for everyone is going to be scuppered, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll continue attacking with Yuri and try and get someone else to give him MP, because I think that's going to be crucial. The Black Abyss. That was only the beginning of Dave's problems, for when the fire service and ambulance service arrived on the scene, they stepped on that rake and he went flying back into the bedroom, landing straight on his console, destroying it entirely. He wasn't happy, but at least he no longer had a rake inside him. No, he had a joystick op him. To which he phoned the ambulance service once again. They came rushing in so hard that he fell out the window and ended up back on the rake. The whole sorry saga lasted 6 days before they managed to rescue him from flitting between joystick and rake. The man was clearly traumatized. The advent of pain! The advent of pain didn't do as much as I wanted it to. For the children! Oh fuck, we've got a Keith problem. Fuck it. We've got a Keith problem, and we're getting an Alice problem once again, and we've got a Yuri problem. We've got problems with the SP. I wish we didn't have problems with the SP. We have issues with the SP. Whose turn is it next? Oh, it's his. This is a problem. Okay, we can solve the problem. Mostly, maybe, I don't know. Okay, Blue Abyss shouldn't be an issue. Keith dying would be convenient at this point, though. Nope, he did not die. Now. Good man, Keith, good man. Right, we can live with you doing that sort of shenanigans. And now what we need to do is deal with the situation. I'd almost... Ooh, do we have any other options when it comes to recovering SP? Okay, no, not that. No. We have a surprisingly limited volume of decent items. Okay, I suppose what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use a pure route to deal with Keith, because I think the most efficient one is going to be, I'm going to have to use Yuri to do I think pure extract on Yuri is going to be the most efficient use of my time, because A, he's the best attacker and therefore I need him top-notch, top form. Time of Judgment could kill Keith now, because I've had to deal with the SP problems. Keith is now running low, but as long as it doesn't kill Alice, we'll be fine because we can resurrect. Although having said that, if we're having to resurrect with Alice, we can't cure Yuri, and Yuri probably doesn't have the MP. Oh, Alice is dead. Shit. Well, shit. Well, shit. Shitty shit. Well, shit. Well, shits. Big hairy, big testicles, big shits. This is a fucking problem. Okay, Alice is back in the game. Can she have her turn? Thank you very much. Okay, Keith is back in the game, but we may end up losing Yuri next turn, which is probably a slightly bigger problem, unless Keith gets a turn. This battle has suddenly turned in the enemy's favour quite dramatically. Keith has got a turn. Okay, if there was ever a time to use a Theta extract, now is that time. Yeah. Enjoy. Okay, we're back in the game. We're slightly fucked in the game. EA Sports. We're fucked in the game. No, that would be a SmackDown versus Raw thing, surely, fucking in the game. The game, Triple H. Right, I think the best bet is probably an arc. It's not going to do anything for the other lads, but it will fully cure Alice, and we require Alice to be alive. Alice is kind of the linchpin. She... When Alice dies, that's the concern moment. When Keith dies, nobody cares. He's a vampire, he's already dead. He's enjoyed that privilege of death several times in the past. Nobody gives a shit. When Alice dies, it's a problem. And if Yuri dies, we're probably fucked, is the honest truth. Because if Yuri does die, right, I think we're going to have to start trying to preempt the sanity problem with Keith, because I'm fairly certain he's dropping 2 a turn, so we are going to have to keep dealing with the sanity issue with Keith. Ideally, I do want to do some more of those, but I think I want to keep... I kind of want to keep at least a bit of damage going every single turn, because you never quite know. You never know when that last bit of damage is going to be the kill blow. Although having... Ooh, I can't tell if he's flagging or not. I don't know what the flagging animation is, and I'm not... I've been too concerned with my own health problems, as it were, to fully gauge whether or not this is still regular animation or not. Ugh, the Blue Abyss. You're taking the Blue Abyss, mate. You're taking the Blue Abyss. I think Keith was already poisoned, so that's not going to do anything to me. But the damage is the problem. Right, what we'll do here... Bam, bam, bam. Now we're going to try and get Keith. Oh, fuck! You never know which damage will be the kill damage. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the kill damage. Now, are you going to double boss me in the double bossing? Probably not, since we just exploded the entire place. The whole of the Nimito heart thing is now exploded, so that's looking pretty... That's looking pretty endy. Difficult to say for absolute certain. Although there is one thing that suggests it's the end. Note, didn't get any experience. Didn't get the experience endpoint.
Our battle came to an end.
I think this is Alice.
The god, awakened by human hands, was returned to sleep once again by human hands. On the morning after, a refreshing breeze blew across Wales.
Oh, isn't that
and
nice?
the horrible events leading up to yesterday.
We're not playing Gwent though,
like
Alice, so we don't need to be in
a bad
Wales.
Dream. Soon, it was time to say farewell to everyone.
Farewell, everyone. Farewell. Ba 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 ba.
Keith, our handsome vampire,
Oh yes.
grew weary of the hustle and bustle of the outside world, and so he returned once again to his peaceful castle in Transylvania.
I mean, you say he returned to his peaceful
How many
castle.
centuries he'll sleep this
I mean,
time.
look at him.
Good night.
That's not looking peaceful,
Sweet
mate. That's looking
dreams,
like a
dear
foursome.
friend. Master Zhuzhen, our brave Taoist adept,
Our useless
has
old
gone
man.
back to Shanghai to mend the disruptions in the energy fields of China.
To con innocent
Taught us
people
so much,
with his
Master
hokey-cokey
Zhuzhen.
nonsense.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And please, try not to overexert yourself.
Oh, oh
Our
my.
beloved spy for
Oh,
hire
my.
said she planned to go home to Paris. But she joked about how her next assignment was probably already waiting for her. So,
I mean,
there's no telling
the
where
woman
she
is
might be
perfect.
right now.
Explosions in a bikini. Hallie went back to
Hallie,
his mother.
that cute
Oh,
little street
mother.
boy we met in London, set sail from Southampton with his mother, Kodelka, to find his long-lost father in America.
I wonder if he ever does. I don't think we ever find
they'll
out.
be able to live together as a family.
Well, I've got a feeling the next game possibly does touch on America. Certainly the third game is America. I think the second game does stick to
As for
Europe
me,
for the most part.
I'm headed for Zurich, where my mother's waiting.
Mother.
With Yuri, of course.
Oh, obviously. Oh. You two are now firmly attached at the hips. Now, okay, so I think... Here we go. A, this is the credits. Yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Also, this is the key area. At the end of the credits, this is the point of good ending / bad ending. So all of that is standard. Her little monologue at the end is exactly what happens no matter what, I think. But it's this bit here. So at the end, we will see something here that you wouldn't get in the bad ending. So let's enjoy some names. The Field Program, Yoshihiro Kawira. I think that's how you pronounce that, like officially, because I've heard that in one of the other Might have been Judgment, the older offshoot of Yakuza. Katsuyoshi Uno! Uno! He's just got one. See, he was the only script programmer. Or script, whatever the fuck it said. Script manager. There you go. That's convenient that there's a delay on the stream sometimes. Toshiyuki Tadada. Nobuyuki Yanagasara. The model section. Monster design chief Makoto Nakayoshi. And Minoru Sagosu and Hiroko Ito. They are the ones to blame for those monsters. And we know which monsters we blame them for. The ones with penises. Motion design. Isao Takeuchi. Fair enough. Isao Takeuchi. There you go, I just said it. Takeuchi, I said it again. Mitsunori Yoshida. Masahiro Honma. Sound section. Good lads. Yoshitaka Hiroto. Yasunori Mitsuda. Sound effects. Yukiko Tokeshi. Masakatsu Tamara. Masuharu Ibata. These are sound manipulators. They just do the tweaking. Hidenori Suzuki. Hirokazu Kobayashi. And now Forest Entertainment Incorporated. Because if you didn't know, the entire game was programmed and built in a forest. The monitor section. These guys just looked at everything. I'm watching you. I'm programming, I promise. I am watching you though. I am programming. Seriously, I'm programming. Don't you fucking watch over my shoulder, mate. I'm programming, son. Gakuru Okoshi. Shinya Tomi. That might actually be Tommy. Tommy. Might just be Tommy. Masumi Okazaki. Sachiko Yoshitomi. You're going to have to specify what the it was or the it wa question is about, because I don't know when it came up and I don't know what it was in reference to, so you might have to help me out on, in order to possibly stand a chance of answering the question. You'll have to help me out with a few more details, I'm afraid. Shadow Entertainment Incorporated. Haruhisa Shinsaki. Takashi Ijima. Masahide Suwabe. Daichi Shirashi. Kunio Ibai. Tomohiro Nishimura. Hypersonic Company Limited. Kazuharu Nogumo. He is so hypersonic, he's the only one in the company. Aruse Corp, who I think is the actual sort of makers as such. Unless they might... Oh, it was the game being programmed inside the forest. Yes. It's a little known fact. Many people don't know that it was entirely built within a forest area. I tell you, there's a brilliant documentary about how they got all the power cables stretched far enough. It's fascinating work they did. Fascinating work. Just for the benefit of anybody who thinks that was serious, that was entirely bullshit. Just in case. just in case this thing. Just in case. Oh my God, Devin Shatsky. You charm. Oh no, I can't stop laughing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Devin. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just I saw it and I couldn't stop. You're a terrible human being. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Devin. Whatever it was you did it incredibly well, Mr. Shatsky. Oh wow. But yes, I thought I'd specify it was bullshit just in case anybody else was rushing to Google to look up Shadow Hearts Created in a Forest documentary. Zach McClendon, Ray Mitchell, Melanie Wyndham, Paula Cook, Tom Taylor, Doris Lynch, Ron Ludlow, Mizumi Hahora, Gary Gonzalez. Shouldn't do that accent. No. Jared Ham-Eater. I bet he does. Bet he eats a lot of ham. The voice acting. Eric Stewart, James Carter Cathcart, Wayne Grayson, Veronica Taylor, Maddie Blaustein, Scott Rao, and Ted Lewis. Unfortunately, they didn't specify what voices each of them did. I'd loosely assume the top two were probably Yuri and Alice. Although I don't think the top two was a male and a female, or at least not in an obvious male-female type name. So I might be wrong on that one, but oh well. I hope they kept Mr. Shatsky around for the latter games. I hope they kept Mr. Shatsky around at all times. Oh, I'm being unfair. Wait, woo! wait, woo! That's what we like to see. Erhu performing in Webewu. June Mihara. This looks like we're running out of credit. Nope, we've got a few more. Fair enough. Just when you think you're running out of credits, they roll out some more. Director Matsuto Itakura. I don't want Itakura. I want to eat a Kabe, but not Itakura. Midway. Here we go. Now we're getting to the end. Midway, Aru's Corporation and Saknoth. We're being very respectful, Devin Shatsky. Here we go. Right, so Yuri's waking up here, and Alice wakes up. And this is the happy ending. Because Alice wakes up. The unhappy ending is Alice does not wake up.
As the warlock said in the end, even if an age of winter comes bringing the harshest hardships, I intend to live on.
Yeah.
With my new family.
Yeah. About that, Alice. About you living on. I'm afraid you don't. Sorry to break the news to you. Here we go. The Prince of Austro-Hungarian Empire is assassinated. Summer that same year, the Great War I begins. End. So our boy's prediction was correct. A horrible, horrible time. And that horrible, horrible time was World War I. So that's an odd downer at the end there, wasn't it? Fuck, man. It's like happy, happy, happy. Yay, Devin Shatsky. World War I. I see. I understand. Yes, I do. We'll save it in that file, and assuming I can save it again. No, I can't. Fair enough. Fair dues. Fair dues, game. Fair dues. Right. Well, that's it. Wait, hold on. I can't. I have nothing to hold on to. Unless you want me to hold on to my penis. That I can do. In fact, I never stopped. But yeah, that's it. Boom. Shadow Hearts. Completed. It's unfortunate the chat can't be seen now because there's a white screen, but there you go. I thought the war was started because Archduke was hungry, so he had an ostrich shot. I don't... Is that... Are you paraphrasing, or is that the actual full-on thing that they did in that? Because that's Blackadder, isn't it? Or at least it's close enough to Blackadder that my brain is screaming at me that it's Blackadder. But yeah, shit, man. I've now got that weird... I don't know if anybody else gets that. That weird feeling that's like... On one hand, yes, I'm pleased. I completed it. Yay. But on the other hand, there's like that element of... Well, what now? Fuck. What happens now? What do I do? What's the deal? Shit. And I don't know. Sometimes I also get a strange sense of melancholy after completing the game. Because as I say, on one hand, it's like, yay! Victory! Woo! That's awesome! I've won! I've completed the game! I've experienced the entire thing, and it's brilliant! But on the other hand, yes, but life is fleeting, and I've possibly wasted my life playing a video game to conclusion or completion, but definitely not conclusion. You can't combine the two. That's not how it works, mate. That's not how it works. But yeah, it's a strange sense of melancholy. But nonetheless, we won. We completed the game. That's it. Booyah! Right, I'll tell you what we'll do, just quickly. Let me grab a new window. That's it. And now, let's see if I can just find... So I feel like it's probably around there somewhere. As I say, you may very well have nailed that line 100%, but there's just something in the back of my brain. Now I can't see the issue here is, of course, if I was better at things, I'd be able to go, yes, this is the line. this is me correcting you. But I can't necessarily offer a correction. Just there's something that makes me think not quite. But as I say, you may very well be 100% spot on. I can't guarantee it. Shadow Hearts. We'll try sad ending. I mean, that one's got all endings. Oh no, this one's specifically the bad ending. It's interesting because one of these is all 2 endings, which is 25 minutes. And then we've got Shadow Heart's bad ending is 52 seconds. So one of them is probably not true. But anyway, let's try and get that up somehow. What's the best way of doing this? There's not a good way of doing this the way you've got this thing set up. I know, mate, I know. I wonder if that'll work. Yeah, it might do. Let's have a go. Add a new source. Let's just, I don't know. Just call it vids for now. I'll probably get rid of it fairly swiftly. Right, so if we get that URL, I wonder if this will work. Are you gonna? Will it work? Will it work? I mean, nah, yes it will. Right, okay, hang on. Wait, I haven't started it yet. Hang on. I see, because it's an official browser source, it's just sort of going. That's fine. But here we go. Right.
As the warlock said in the end, even if another age of storms buffets this world, I intend to go on living and fighting. For you who freed me from the darkness. For the one I love.
There you go. That is the bad ending, which is the official ending, essentially. Because that's what the second game crops in from. It comes in at the idea of you having... Oh, shit, I don't really want to play whatever the fuck that next video is, because I don't know what the next video is. Fuck. What is that? Oh, no, I definitely don't want that. Go away. Come away, Jeremy, come away. Because that was spoilers of the second game, and I wouldn't want you spoiling it. No. I heard that it started when a bloke called Archie Duke shot an ostrich because he was hungry. Yeah, I think it's close enough to suggest that you got it bang on. But maybe it might be that word order was what was just having that little niggle in the back of my brain going, it's definitely Blackadder, but there's something about it. So that's probably enough for my brain to have triggered, but not quite. Right, let's see if we can find... Oops, not the W specials. So yeah, the sad ending is the official ending, and basically Alice doesn't wake up. That's it. She don't wake up, and Yuri has to carry on by himself. Now this is like really. Come on, guy. Come on, someone. just have done this for me, please, someone. Could you have done this for me? No. It doesn't look like someone's done this for me. Cloud12817 has done a playthrough of Shadow Hearts, so we should all. Well, I suppose I'll tell you what. I'll also just you know. The bad ending was recorded by Laffy Laffy. If you were interested in finding Laffy Laffy. Shadow Hearts. Let's just, I don't know, let's try Shadow Hearts special moves. It keeps, rather annoyingly, it keeps sort of triggering into the later games rather than Shadow Hearts 1. Which is weird, because I'm definitely not... Oh, unless... Oh, here we go, that might be one. That might be another one. Aha, I think we've found a few. Although we don't need Keith's. Who do we need? That one? That one. Oh, and the old man, ideally. No, Yuri's we don't need. Come on. See, this tells you the old man is useless, because apparently there are no videos. There are no videos highlighting... Oh, my days, that's Shadow Hearts 3, isn't it? Oh, he was ridiculous. Oh, I know. You're not seeing anything. You're not seeing anything. Just listening to me get excited over these things, but there you go. Oh, no. Okay. Are these all by the same person? Yes, they are. So maybe, if I check your actual channel, are you going to have what I need? Because apparently nobody wanted to do the old man's moves. Come here, come here, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Zippidoo-ba-ba, zippidoo-ba-ba-day, zippidoo-ba-ba, zippidoo-ba-ba-day. Je m'appelle... You know, whatever. Come on, where are you? Fucking... Supposedly you only had 26 videos. This is feeling way more than 26 videos. No, okay. I think we're gonna have to. Oh, 26 subscribers. No wonder I misread that. So I want the search bar. Search bar. Search bar. Why is there no search bar? Search bar. Give me a search bar. There we go. Search bar. Let's try just searching. Jujin. Ah, Jujins. Marvelous. Okay, cool. Right, let's rock and roll with this. Right, so we should be able to put that in and then put that in. And this is all of Marguerite's specials, theoretically. So this is going to be our first special, which is grenade.
Yeah,
Fires up the grenade. Yeah, I can use some help here. Chuck a grenade. Interesting fact, I think I learnt somewhere. Can't remember precisely where. Possibly QI. The grenade pins are slightly bent, so pulling them with your teeth wouldn't actually be able to remove the pin because it takes too much force. It's a safety feature. Health and safety gone mad, isn't it? Though interestingly enough, the sniper rifle had a chance of insta-death, it would seem. But we'd seen the sniper rifle, we'd seen the on switch, we've seen the next couple after that, I think, as well. The old bedpan. It's not actually a bedpan, is it? It's a pot. Right, and what we up to? This should be the bazooka? Question mark.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Yes, there we go. It is the bazooka, and I think the bazooka was as far as we got. So there should be at least one or two more left. Bang, 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 bang. Oh no, that's the ultimate. There we go. One after bazooka was the diving bomber. Holy fuck.
Hi, it's me.
Yep, that's cool. That is sweet. Oh, I don't remember that move. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, why would you? There's no need for it. No. Oh, right, that's automatically popping into Hallie's special attacks, so that's convenient. So we'll just let that. We'll just let that do that. Now again, Hallie's special abilities, again, I've never seen most of these. Most of them were just going to be and then large effects, but I think it's because every time I've played the game, Keith has just been the better person. Because he's got more utility, because of that whole clearing status ailments and sucking down health and stuff. Keith is just better. I'm sure other people would play it and perhaps just deliberately not use Keith if they know they've used Keith, but I don't know, I just can't. I find I can't justify that because Keith is the most efficient and useful character. And I'm sorry, but anybody who claims that they want to leave Alice out of the final fight is a madman or madwoman. I'm not gender specific here. They're a mad person because, frankly, that's insanity. She is required. She heals people like a pro. There we go. The black hole of my heart, because my mother wasn't there and I was an orphan and the world was terrible and dark and nasty for me. And I think we may be hitting dangerously close to ultimate move. You can tell it's the ultimate because of the shiny light effect. I think that's Shock Max. I did almost read that as Shock Max or Shock Vax. Either way, I mean, I can't deny you. If someone had a drive-by waxing, I would be shocked. I'm not gonna, you know, I can't lie. That would be a thing. Right, we don't need to see Keith's because I showed you all of Keith's. So what we'll do is, theoretically, this should now be Zhu Zhen's. Which, again, Zhu Zhen's never fucking seen these, because, again, the moment you can get rid of Zhu Zhen is the moment you get rid of Zhu Zhen. So we saw the fire one, because that's his basic version. This is probably, what's this, maybe the potion? Nourishing potion, or the... Oh, well, I must admit, the one thing they've not bothered with is showing the edges, but I suppose that's probably because the edges are just the edges and they're just boring. But I'm surprised they didn't, just for completion's sake, you'd include the edge specials, surely. Corpse arm, now that's interesting. I think you've skipped the nourishing potion there as well. So apparently only willing to do damaging special attacks. Edges! Ah! Good evening, Mr. Onibushu. You have missed, I'm afraid, the conclusion to Shadow Hearts. We won! And it didn't break a second time. That was quite pleasant to find out. Dink and dink, what we got? Unless... No, this is Thunder Roar! I don't remember Thunder Roar. Oh, there's the thunder. And there's the roaring. And the flashing. Devin Chatsky, yes. I suppose I did forget the most important part. Oh, and here's the ultimate. Flames of Fudo. Why Fudo's on fire, nobody knows. Oh, a chin. Oh, nice little statue. Big gold flames. Flamey, flamey. Ah. And there we go. And Yuri's special attacks. I mean, Yuri's special attacks could take a fucking decade, because I'm assuming what they mean by, yeah, oh yeah, they can. 6 minutes 14. Note that everybody else was like a couple of minutes, if that. And then suddenly Yuri, all of Yuri's special attacks, suddenly 6 minutes 14. Anyway, I don't really need that source at all anymore. So remove that source. That's it. Was there anything else Shadow Hearts related that I wanted to display? No. No, I don't think there is. I think that's it. We've seen the happy ending, because that's the ending I got. We've seen the sad ending, because I figure if I do he said do-do. If I do the second Shadow Hearts, as I've said multiple times now, but nonetheless, I will emphasise it once more. The second Kingdom Hearts picks up on the sad ending of Shadow Hearts. So I showed that so that you know what's happening now. And then, finally, we've seen all of the special moves. Some of which even I hadn't seen. Because, well, back when I was playing Shadow Hearts regularly, the internet was quite fledgling, I suppose, technically. I remember back in the day, in order to connect to the internet, I actually had to spool a cable from the other end of the house all the way to my room, in order to then connect the computer via the cable. And of course, don't you dare go on the internet before 6 o'clock. Because after 6 o'clock it's 1p a minute. But before 6 o'clock, it's expensive. So only after 6 o'clock. And that's, oh my god, I remember that. I remember there's a game called Netstorm, which I might play in the future. Precisely when, not sure, but in the future I might play it. And that one had a online mode, and I remember, you know, like 5 to 6, spooling the cable out, plugging it all in order to do like an evening's worth of Netstorm online. It's like, oh yeah, this is incredible. Of course, usually the best thing you could hope for with Netstorm online is people disconnected, because the internet was shit back then. I mean, to a certain extent, the internet's a bit shit now, but nonetheless, back then the internet was quite shit, and therefore a lot of the time people were disconnecting. So I was like, "Oh, you've disconnected? That's handy. I'll just steal your priest and sacrifice him." And so it made the game a lot easier A lot easier. Right. Decisions. Pop goes the weasel. I'll tell you what. Go on. I will do my little test now. Ooh, his little test. Yes, his little test. Where is my little test? Oh, my little test doesn't appear to exist on that list. Do I? Ah, good. I do have the little test. Right. Let's. You're getting live testing. Testies live. No, don't do live testies. You get thrown off of Twitch for live testies. Yes. I'll tell you what. We'll change it off of Shadow Hearts. Just pop to other for now. Yeah, I'll do. Now, the key test is whether it looks okay on stream. Because it didn't last time I tested it, which was disappointing. Because I like this game, and this is another distinct candidate, but it just didn't quite flow. So let's get that on turbo mode, because I'm not. I suppose actually I need all of the test footage and test understanding that I can possibly get, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, certainly at the moment it's looking smooth there. But it was mostly in the battle system. What is it? It is Legaia 2. Assuming I'm saying that correctly, I have no reference point to know whether I am saying that correctly or not. The wilderness town of Noel. That's Noel Edmonds. That's his hometown. And one little known fact about Noel Edmonds is he was built in a forest. That tickled me slightly more than I was expecting to. It's like, it's absolutely stupid because the anticipation of that joke was too much for me there when it finally came out. Oh, it's not even a good fucking joke. It just tickled me so drastic though.
I have work to do and I stay in bed. Freddy's starting any minute now.
Fuck off, woman. Fuck off. If I want to be in bed, lying on top of the bed, fully clothed, I will be. Don't you whack... Oh, I was just about to say, don't you whack a bucket at me. Leap out of bed in a panic, wake up normally, or stay in bed. Stay in bed. Leave me alone. Just 5 more minutes. Mumble, mumble. Gaia Delouche, or Gaia La Douche. No, it's Legaia 2. Get out of bed right now. It's one where I keep meaning to try and find Legaia 1. And I haven't. Oh, it's early, can't you see I'm sleeping? So, in terms of the cutscenes... Oh, okay, it depends on whether that's... That was a weird pixely glitch. Difficult to know if that's just Twitch or something to do with Twitch in the game. It wasn't outrageous at that point, though. Woo, we're in gameplay, running around, running around, run into the old man's room. He was the sideline reporter, was he really? I'll take your word for it, because I've never heard of the man. But that's an unfortunate name, isn't it? I'm Gaia La Douche. I bet you are, mate. I bet you are. You're the Guy Douche. Yes. Ugh. You don't need that. Oh, I'm going to wave my sword. I want to wave my sword as well. Look at us waving our sword. Ah, I want to join you in the sword waving. Yeah. Hey, yo! I'm going to wave my sword again. Oh, I'm going to wave my sword. Oh, look at us. All 4 of us waving our swords. Hey, big hairy man. Look at us wave our swords. Hey, big hairy man. Do you want me to wave my sword as well? Shoo! Don't push me out of the building. You move any slower? Good lord. She is a handful and a half, isn't she? And more than a handful's a waste, am I right? No, you're a disgusting cretin. Good. Stop. That's enough for today. You stop waving your swords so this boy can start waving his. We have a new member starting today. Hey, introduce yourself. So there is a technical thing with these options. I believe introduce yourself is the best option, because it's just like normal. You're a decent human being. Hi, yes, I'm going to introduce myself as a normal human being. Whereas that's like impertinent, and then acting cool just makes him look like a douche. So I'll just do it normally. I'll be joining you from today. I'm Lang! Oh, there we go. In fact, we can name him Lang. Or we can name him anything else. But as is often my way, I don't know. When I create a character, I'm fine naming them and renaming them. But I find when it's a character given to me, like Lang, like Yuri, like Alice, like Keith, like everybody else, I just find I kind of like just giving them what their name is. Because it feels like that's their name. That's meant to be their name. That is meant to be. This is their look. This is their name. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a lack of imagination, but I find it better to just sort of. Well, you're in Dreamland. You missed all of today's practice session. You little slag. Moving along, Aston and Edward. You wait here in town, because I can't fucking trust you out in the forest. With Noel Edmonds and the production team of Shadow Arts. Marcus and Dine. You do the usual, patrol hunters wood. You get the hunters, you give them wood, and then you bring them back here, back to your quarters and get ready, you slags. Oi, kid, you came to see me. You come see me. You haven't came yet. You come see me when you're ready. You got that? That's it. Now get out of here, you fuckwits. Right. So technically, I've got to go see the old man, but hey. Why, hello there, sleepyhead. I thought Father called for you. Maybe you should go and see him, or you could always make yourself useful and help him with some chores around here. She's named Nancy. Do we want to help Nancy? Yes, I'm going to help Nancy. Sure, I'll help you. If you try to help me, it would create even more work for me. For a bitch. Fine. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought it was being a nice chap. A lovely chaparoo. I think the old man is here. No, the old man is not here. Where are you, you slag? Is he in here? Oh, no, he is there. He was just hiding. Lang, like from day one, what are you thinking, you fucking dirt slag? Ow, stop hitting me, you stupid old man. You pull something like that tomorrow, there will be no supper for you. I'm going to take away your fucking dinner, boy. Never thought I'd see the day that I've been working with you. That little snot-nosed kid is now a grown-up musketeer wannabe. You're all grown up. Except we don't have muskets. In fact, I'm not even convinced we've even remotely heard of muskets in this game. You know, this is the sort of game where there is no such thing as a musket, and yet he just called us musketeers. Probably from living with all those fellas. She should act a little more ladylike, you know, dress up, put a little bit of slap on, you know what I mean. Anyway, never mind that. Oh, Lang, come here. Come here, I want you to come onto my knee. You're an adult now and a Vigilance Corps member. And every member has to bow down and suck my pee. Once you have a job, it means that you must be a responsible member of society. Ooh, there's a message. A little message. Oh, there we go. It Field Reporter Guy LaDouche. I'm loosely assuming, though, that's definitely a parody. I might be wrong, or maybe I'm judging him too harshly, but it definitely looks like a parody. But still, he is called Guy LaDouche. All life in this town depends on the bounty provided by the lake. The lake is always pure and fresh because that stone keeps it so. The aqualith that wrecks rock sustains the life of this town. We must never forget our gratitude, not just for the lake, but for the hunters pulled to the sky, everything. Alright, let's do some skippage, because if I am to play this game properly, I'll be doing the beginning again. This is just a test. Oh, do run, Lang, run, Lang. I think we can get into the forest now, and hopefully that means we should be able to get. Boy, for fast mode. Now, does that mean it's struggling to play properly? No. Okay, it's 60 frames. Just the turbo mode doesn't do that much more than. It's like turbo mode, go, and then it's like I'm doing the turbo mode, but I'm not going very fast. Lang, come here, Lang. Hey, babe. Gosh, hurry up, would you? You new kid. I'm ready. I'm always ready. Do I have medicine? No, but you've given me some medicine. Hey, thanks for everything. No, what's coming to you? So I think there was a SAS answer there available if I particularly wanted a SAS answer. I didn't really want a SAS answer. I wanted a sincere answer. I'm a sincere little Wang. I suppose I could call him Wang, just for shits and giggles. Or Dong. I'd just call him Dong. Don't overexert yourself, Dong. Good luck, Dong. Good luck, Wang. Woo! Speedies of the forest. Forests of speed. Right. When we get into battle, I'll probably slow it down again so I can actually have a full test and see if the battle mode seems to work. You've never been here before. This is Hunter's Wood. Look at it. Look at it rising. This is the Hunter's Wood. The people of the great city of Noel Edmonds rely on this forest. They rely on Noel Edmonds' wood. For everything. Yep, thanks for the concern, Dine. Come along, let's get some battles. You got 200 dong recently. Oh, awesome. What was it recently? I heard a word which I can't remember that was apparently 1/10 of a dong. So it's whatever the lower currency is in Vietnam. Because I'm fairly certain Vietnam is the old dong. Hey, are you the Vietnam dong? I feel like there should be a map. No, there's not. That's fine. Maybe there is. Maybe there is later. Maybe there is. A Zhu? Maybe. I'm not convinced that's the word I heard. Which is not a guarantee that the word I heard is the correct word. If you know that for a fact, that's fair enough. I'm not gonna doubt or question it. It's just I'm not convinced that's the word I heard. Galvan! Don't panic now. This is a perfect chance to teach you how to fight, isn't it? You fucking slag. Zhu is a fun coin though, is it? Right, charge in battle, you bitch. There we go. Now then, choose attack. Then you attack them, you slag. So this is an interesting little battle system. So as you can see, oh, we can't. That's our thing. But as you can see, we now get to choose what we do as strikes. So we can go up and down as a strike on the Cloran. Yeah, all right. I know. I could explain it quicker than you, Galvin. You're finished. All right, it's my turn. Get on with it, mate. Left, up, down. So what's quite fun is you end up doing combos. I think we might probably get just enough time to perhaps show some. But there you go. You can see there. That was the up strike, which was a strike from above, and then a down strike, which is technically a strike from the side. But you know, nonetheless. The idea is, you know, oh, that's a shame. Maybe you could get a replica at least. Did you get hit? Here, have some medicine. I don't want your medicine, old man. I mean, I only got hit a tiny bit. Like, in reality, I would never consider using a fucking heal powder at 125 out of 180 health. So, fuck you, old man. Unfortunately, you are literally forced into it. You are forced to take it, and you are forced to do the healing. I suppose, arguably, it's turned out to be quite good, because obviously it hit me again. But still, at 125 health, you wouldn't take a health powder. It's such a shit. Such a terrible character. It's so lucky that I'm fairly certain he dies in the not too far future. Scratching his arse. So all of these battles are scripted at the moment, certainly. At least the second one is. I don't know precisely. Is this the one that actually introduces the interesting element of the battle system? Yeah, it might be. But yes, so the key thing here is you can find different combos on the sort of time to teach you some arts. Here we go. Arts are little combos on the ring. Yeah, I know. We did the battle thing, mate. And choose attack. Yeah, I know, son. I know. Ready? I'll teach you the most basic art. Right, down, right. Blue Moon Buster. So the other fun thing is if you get far enough into the game, what you can do is combine both arts and the sort of super art, or whatever they call it, and that allows you to basically mitigate the use of the meter. So you charge the meter with the first couple of strikes, then you use that meter, and you basically you can find perfect combos, which is nice. I like that. But you can tell this battle's scripted because they do no damage. Observe! Blue Moon Buster! Yeah, I do it better, old man. Here you are. But this one is this is a good game, and it's looking smooth, or is it? It's difficult to say because it's a slightly tiny screen, but it's looking smooth enough. So you might get this in the future. This art is even more powerful than the last one. Right, left, right. Okay. Sandstorm. 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 Right, left, right. Go. I want to target that one. Now it's my turn. And he's going to do the exact same maneuver because he's basically teaching us everything. Yeah, I imagine finding anything from 1953 is going to be an awkward task. Wow, Galvin is taking a fucking beat, isn't he? Super Art, Sandstorm. Yeah.
Know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I don't want to know what you mean, but I do. I do know what you mean.
All right.
Well done. There are lots of other arts. Try out lots of combos and try to find them on your own. I might not actually need to find them on my own, because I think I've got every single combo written down in a notepad somewhere. It would require me finding the notepad though, which that on its own could prove troublesome. Anyway, I think that's a suitable test. There's looks to be a few issues, but I don't know. Seems to be working sufficiently. It looked okay. I don't know. You can agree or disagree to your heart's content, I suppose, but it certainly did look tolerable. Do feel free to comment if you feel that it was or was not tolerable, because if you felt it wasn't tolerable, then it was shit. It's basically, that's not going to be very pleasant to sit through. But if you felt it looked all right, you may end up sitting for it. It's not going to be directly the next game. Next week will be something a little different, and it will be much shorter, because I'm doing what you requested, and that's a short and fluffy one. And by that I just mean short. It's definitely not a fluffy game. It's sort of just short. It's the sort of one I remember years and years ago. I actually ended up completing it in one day because I was ill and had nothing better to do than play it, and it just single day, single sitting, played the entire thing. So it's probably going to be maybe 3 to 4 weeks at tops. Anyway, now is the Winter of Your Discontent made glorious by the break time, and so we'll have a little breaky, then we'll disconnect, reconnect, and get on with some Besiege and having PTSD on Siege, Besiege even. So hopefully, I have got a new vehicle. It's quite possible that within the next half an hour we're going to be going straight back into Sengoku Basara, but nonetheless we're going to try the new vehicle and hope for the best. It's a little bit finicky, but I think it will get the job done eventually. It's just going to be a case of aiming it correctly, and that's, I get 9, theoretically I get 18. Yeah, I get 18 shots per round to try and get it correct. So you can look forward to that. Anyway, here's the break music, here's the break interim slideshow. I will be back in approximately 5 minutes where we can play some Besiege.